Hello, Moguls.
Hello.
My name is Mindy McCord,
And I'm Lane Cosolino.
and we are the co-founders of Siren Shrub Company. Here in Wisconsin, we're all too familiar with the drinking culture.
But we're not here to shame our drinking culture. Instead, we're creating space at the table for everyone, regardless of their drinking preference.
That's why we created Siren Shrub Company, a Wisconsin-based, farm-partnered beverage company.
We make tangy mixers made with organic apple cider vinegar, organic cane sugar, and a fruit, root, or herb, and they're all a partnership with a Wisconsin farm.
In front of you, you're going to find a variety of samples to try as you would like. We've got our sparkling shrub product, which is one of our product lines, and then in my hand here is a jalapeno lime shrub mixer, club soda, a little bit of salt. It's reminiscent of a margarita and could easily become one with just a splash of tequila.
We are in more than 300 stores across the nation, small specialty stores as well as small grocery, but we also know
that we need to add higher volume accounts. So we are here today to garner your support in our expansion efforts with Roundies in 2024.
we know that the mindful drinking movement is not just a fad, it's a changing landscape, and shrubs are a perfect way to create an inclusive drinking experience wherever you are.
Cheers to Project Pitch It.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
How do you get product to market?
So right out of the gate, we worked with a co-packer. So we have a co-packer in Mineral Point, Wisconsin that makes our concentrate, the shrub itself, and then we co-pack with someone in Clintonville, Wisconsin to make our sparkling shrubs. So we do have two co-packers.
What's your most successful product to date?
Well, it depends on where we are and what's happening. So tart cherry is always the best seller, and we think that that's because it's a known flavor, it's like approachable. But when we're out in the world, the basil is the surprise. So the basil is always what gets people really excited. It sets us apart. People don't know what they're in for until they taste it. And then at events, basil is always the best seller by far.
And margins at this point?
Our margins are 50% on the concentrates and 42% on the cans.
Including the packaging with the margins?
Yeah, including all the cogs.
When you think of scaling, can you get a little bit more specific as to what are some of the gaps for scaling the company?
Dollars towards marketing is always a gap. I mean, you need a lot of money to market properly, and we are in so many different channels that, through social ads, yeah, that would be a big deal. So that would be a gap to fill. And then we could talk a little bit about our product itself is farm partnered. So we have to sit on inventory because we are working with fresh ingredients that is harvested during harvest time. Our basil in particular is the one that does this. But the basil is harvested, picked from the field, loaded on a truck, and then made. So this is like farm fresh in your bottle, and the flavor really shows that. But then we sit on inventory for the entire year.
And tie up cash, which is one of the most difficult things.
So is there shelf life at all to this product?
Yep.
So it's vinegar based, so we have a definite win there, right?
Right.
Because vinegar is a preservation, so we
Sure.
actually have to put on an expiration date, which we say 24 months, but we've had it much longer than that, and it should always go before that. So, yeah.
You mentioned the basil, when people actually taste it, is by far and away the best feedback that you get.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that that's the most difficult, kind of alluded to that, that's the most difficult one for you to make. Is your margin tremendously different for the basil than it is for the other ones?
It's not the margin, it's just the fact that we tie up cash making it. So we make it in 2 months. We make it in August and September. And so we're projecting what our sales are gonna be. And that's hard when you're a new business. And so sometimes we've hit the mark, sometimes we've overproduced, and it's fine because we have a 2-year shelf life. But that's cash that we can't infuse into other parts of our business. But it also tastes the way it does because of the way we do it.
How can we best help you?
Being a CPG business, it's something that I think, we bring a lot to this business, but we're always looking for people to have perspective or connections that they can connect us to who have done, like Jamie, you're one of them, you understand, but it's a whole nother beast trying to understand how to really do that scaling and do it well.
All right. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Yes, thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having
Thank
us,
you.
and we hope you'll think of Siren Shrub Co. the next time you're hosting an event at your house.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.